From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And just shedding him off there. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
91 is the mark. What's the run?
Now Mostert. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
91 is the mark.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Second and goal from the 1.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Show it up. Show it up.
Again, it's Mostert. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Mike 42, Mike 42. All right, let's go, D, let's go.
Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Strip that ball. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the eye.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a first down carry by Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Gold with the extra point. And they'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mostert, toss left side. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 70 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. 21-0 our score after 1. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Running right, Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Rodgers now on first down. This one swung out here to Jones. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd and 9. On the delay, Jones. And look at this for the 2nd straight play. The 49er defense drops him for a loss. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Golden Tate. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Second and 4. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 10 seconds.
And now they'll throw with Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Lance finding Kittle. First down, San Francisco.
And that's a sight that 49er fans like. George Kittle catching a pass for a first down. Remember, he only played in 8 games in 2020, but he was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2018, 2019. They're hoping he can regain his all-pro form this season.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run the toss to Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 26. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Mostert. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second down, Mostert. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's see what you got. 51, Mike 51. All day. Check.
Shotgun now for Lance. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Robbie Gould goes for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And Gould is able to put it through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second down at 4. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Rodgers now on 1st down. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And another nice catch there for a 1st down by Davante Adams. That's something we're quite familiar with. Last year, the NFL leader in touchdown catches with 18, tied for 2nd in receptions, 5th in receiving yards, add it all up, arguably the top receiver in the NFL.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Put that team on the hook. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54. 26. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, one set.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Move, go. Get moving, man. Man, move it. We got to get that. Hey, Mike's 42.
A handoff running left is Mostert. And across the choke into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 27 yards. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards. He's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A quick throw here out to Cobb. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. And give him a gain of 37. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
On 1st down, Jones. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers get a score closer. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 160 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Let's go, D.
They hand it off to Mostert. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Chris Barnes. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
We got this. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Watch the pass. Undercrush.
This is Mostert. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now here in Santa Clara. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. You go tight. 22 middle. You go tight right there.
Lance, a give now to Sermon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Get in the white room. Get in the white room.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 30. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a pickup of 6.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's Sermon. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
You got nothing. 6 down. Check 6 down.
Again with Sermon. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gold to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now. But that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Now, defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throw left side, complete. That's Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the 49ers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.